Good morning, students. So today we are going to start a new chapter from Snapshot named Albert Einstein at School. The chapter is written by Patrick Pringle, and this chapter it is written by this man Patrick Pringle in a biographical way. It is a biographical piece which discusses childhood of the famous physicist. Do you know the name of the famous physicist? Yes, Albert Einstein. As we know, the same chapter we have learnt in 9th standard. Can you tell me what is the name of this chapter which we already learnt in 9th standard? Yes, the chapter name is A Truly Beautiful Mind. So, we know the lifespan Albert Einstein, that he was born in 1879 and died in 1955. He was born in the German city of Ulm. And Patrick Pringle, this writer, he discussed, it means he put before us his childhood days of this man at German's, it means city is given there, Munich the city is given. So now, and it is in the form of biographical piece which discusses his childhood of this famous physicist. So now, before going to start the actual part or the story of this chapter, we will discuss one by one the characters. Let us come to the first character, Albert Einstein. Born in 1879, died in 1955. Born in the German city of Ulm. And this man, Albert Einstein, in his childhood, that he was not at all interested in the rote learning. Am I clear? Rote means rote learning, it means only mugging the facts. He was not interested at all. So that is why many times that he showed his disagreement with his history teacher. Only one teacher was there in the school that who understood Albert Einstein. What was the name of his, that teacher? And he was the mathematics teacher that is given here. His name is given, that is Mr. Koch. Mathematics teacher. Only he understood the genius of this man, Albert Einstein. And he issued a reference to Albert Einstein which he was needed to expel from the or to stay away from school for 6 months. So this is what Albert Einstein. Next, coming to Mr. Brown. Who is this character, Mr. Brown? That Mr. Brown, that he was Einstein's history teacher. Am I clear? Because especially the disagreement with this teacher, history teacher, and this man, Mr. Brown, he did not understand the genius of Albert Einstein, or he did not understand the mindset, mentality of the student, especially this student Albert Einstein. And he insisted on that Albert Einstein that he should learn this and this factor, he should learn this and this subject. So that is why many times that there were the clashes between these two, Mr. Brown and Albert Einstein. And he believes in the rote learning, only mugging the facts, being a history teacher, Mr. Brown. Next one is coming Yuri. The next character is given Yuri. Who is this character Yuri? That Yuri, that he was Einstein's best friend. Who? Yuri. Y-U-R-I. Einstein's best friend, that who was very much helpful for him, that who helped Einstein a lot for obtaining a medical certificate. Next character, that is Elsa, is the next character. Who is this Elsa? That she was Einstein's cousin, and she lived in Berlin, where her father had a business. And later on we know that, and who advised Albert Einstein that if you continue the study, that you could pass the degree. It means you could pass the diploma, you could get the certificate. Next character, that is Dr. Ernest Well. Who is this character, Dr. Ernest Well? That he is a newly qualified doctor. Qualified I wrote in short here, in brief. You understand? Got it? So he was a newly qualified doctor and a friend of Yuri. Who? This Dr. Ernest Well, friend of Yuri, who was Albert Einstein's close friend. And Dr. Ernest Well, that he was the friend of this one Yuri. A newly qualified doctor in the last week itself, and who helped Einstein for what? Giving the medical certificate that who would certify that Albert Einstein that he had a nervous breakdown, and there is a need for him to stay away from school at least for 6 months. So he certified this man. Next, Mr. Koch. As I already introduced this character, Mr. Koch, that he was Einstein's mathematics teacher, and he was the only man in the school who understood genius of Albert Einstein, the talent of this man Albert Einstein, and he issued reference to Einstein, reference which would clarify that this boy Albert Einstein, now that he is ready to enter school or colleges, or enter college or institution for the higher study in mathematics. So he certified. Next, that is the last character, head teacher. Head teacher, you might have understood it. It means in short the principal or the head of the institution, administrator. So head teacher, what he did there, that he at the end of this chapter, that he takes the disciplinary action against Albert Einstein by giving the reason that in his presence, whose presence? Einstein's presence, the teacher is not able to teach and the pupils are not able to learn, and due to his presence the teacher are not able to do anything in the class. So that is why he thought that Einstein's presence, it's a nuisance, or it is creating problems for teachers plus students to learn or to teach. So that is why finally this man, head teacher, that he took disciplinary action against Einstein and he expelled him. He means Einstein from school. So this is what the list of characters. So I hope that the things are very much clear before you, that what are the characters in this chapter. Albert Einstein, Mr. Brown, Yuri, Elsa, Ernest Well, Mr. Koch, mathematics teacher, and the head teacher. So these are the characters. So now this is what the introduction is given here about the characters, each and everything. Rest of the things that we will continue now, or the actual story we will start in the next video module. So that's all from me. Thank you and have a good day.